Alright guys, so option number 2 is if you don't have paper or access to markers, crayons, or scissors or glue, or just want to try something different on your computer as well, and this is called Sketchpad. And you can just as easily draw a Labuca neighborhood on your sketchpad. So there's all sorts of ways you can draw. Over here it changes what your pen is. I want to first draw skinny lines for my building, so I'm going to start with maybe a crayon or a pen. And normal, yep. Fill, I want to make sure it's black. Great. Okay. So I'm going to start on the side here and draw a line over and down. A little harder to draw with your mouse, but that's okay. The buildings weren't perfect rectangles anyways. And then up, over, down, over, down, all different size buildings. Again, I'm not drawing the other side of the rectangle. I'm using the wall of the last building as one side of my building. So here's the one side, over, down, and up, over. I believe you can use this website as well on an iPad or a phone. I will double check that for you as well and put it in the notes here on the video, but I am using my Chromebook. So after that, I can start to add in the things that make it look like a Labuca neighborhood. So I'm going to first divide some of my bigger buildings by 2, because if you remember the Labuca neighborhood, the buildings are two-toned. I might even do it with my smaller buildings too. So I'm going to draw a line through the middle-ish of all of my buildings. I want to make sure all my lines connect so I can easily paint the buildings in. There we go. Okay. So from all those lines, I'm going to draw a line diagonal in and down, diagonal in and down, and over. And I'm going to do that on all of these lines to make the cover or the awning over the building. And then from there, in each of those corners, I'm going to draw a straight line down for the supports for the awning. It's what holds the awning up. Kind of like an umbrella. You have a pole that holds the umbrella up, right? So awnings need something to hold them up as well. If I want to give the buildings maybe some rooftops, maybe this one's going to be an angle with some lines in it. Maybe this one's going to be a curved rooftop. The Labuca neighborhood had lots of character to it, so it's okay that our drawing here isn't perfect lines and shapes, because it kind of gives to the character of the Labuca neighborhood. And you don't need rooftops on every building. And I forgot the supports for that awning. And then I can start to add in maybe some windows and some doors. Whoops. Maybe I want to add some balconies. If you watch the video, you should have watched the video. If you saw me that they had windows up at the top with these little characters standing out on what was a balcony. So I'm going to draw a balcony, and you see the window behind it. Maybe I have a person who my balcony is looking a little funky. You can always hit this undo button to kind of fix what you don't like. So I'm going to try that again. You keep going until you add windows and doors to everything, really giving it to the character of Labuca neighborhood. Now that I have all my buildings drawn, I can also add some features to my sky if I want. I can add a sun. Can add some clouds. And now I can start to add color. So I'm gonna do the vector fill here, which should fill each of your spaces. We're gonna try it out, and if it doesn't work, then we can paint. But you're gonna wanna color. So you can pick a color. Maybe my first building, I wanna do pink. Oh, nope, it colors the whole background. That's okay. So we're just gonna hit back. Tried it out. I'm gonna go to pen. Let's see. Let's try a tile brush because that sounds fun. Again, I'm gonna pick my fill color. I'm gonna do pink. Oh, well, that's black. That's not right. Again, I can always hit the back button and change it. Maybe I need to change, oh, outline, I need to change that. So to pink, here we go. And I can color in that space. You can do it that way. That's interesting, okay. So that was tile brush, let's try something else. How about, ooh, spray paint sounds fun. It already has my color. Ooh, yeah, that's cool. And notice it's covering up my building, so I'm gonna wanna change its size. So let's go back here. And right over here, I can change the size of the brush. So I'm gonna make it smaller so I can go around my windows better here. Maybe needed to go even a little smaller. Pixel fill, let's see what that does. Ooh, there, oh, that's what we wanted. Okay, see, playing with it, figuring things out, making mistakes, it's okay. So instead of doing the spray paint, you can do it that way. That was fun. You can play with all sorts of these ways and see what happens for. That sounds interesting. And just know you always have your arrow back button if you don't like what you did. Honestly, you can kind of just play around with it and color it the way you want to color it. I think to color each building a different color, you're gonna have to go with the spray paint tool or the paintbrush tool maybe. I'm not quite sure what the steamer does. Oh, that one colors in a little bit better. So there's what streamer looks like. I showed you what spray paint. Sketchy, let's see what that looks like. Oh, that's even kind of fun. Texture. Crayon, and again, you can make the size bigger if you need to. Color in the space. It might be helpful to even color in the buildings before you draw your windows and doors and things. So that might be helpful too, all with like just trying it out and figuring out what you like. And the colors and things that you want to put in there. So, ooh, the paintbrush color is pretty smooth too. And I can color them on my windows pretty nice. That's pretty good. Okay. So once you're happy with it and colored with it, I'm going to leave it like this. But again, just play with it, guys. Have fun. And anything you don't like, easiest eraser ever. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Back to normal. And then I can color it however I want to from there. So again, that little back arrow button is going to be your friend where you can fix it. So then the last part is you need to save it to your computer so you can upload it to Artsonia. So that last part is export. You want to save it. You want to save it as a JPEG. And leave all that other stuff the same, that's fine, and download. You should see it pop over here on your computer, or it'll save automatically to your computer, and then you can upload it to Artsonia from there.